make a complete Opinium demo today. We will take advantage of different clips to make special mention of some graphics, some sections, and nothing. Let's go for it. Opinium has different sections in which we can see the overview. This overview is determined by different filters at account level, at brand level, and at ACID level. Therefore, all the information we will see at the bottom, if we do not apply any filters, as is the current situation, we will see all integrated account information. In the case of applying any specific filter, such as visualizing how a particular account is evolving, or the performance of a particular market, or within the account if we had different brands to do this analysis, even to only the top sellers, what is their performance within the account. The first graph that we find would be this one here, where we can see evolution of sales, speed of sales of our products. And unlike Amazon, what we propose here is a grouping of all the countries that we have connected in the account. For example, Spain, Italy, France, Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Belgium, and all the others that we have connected, to see a little bit the summary at a cumulative level, the total value generated by this account in the selected period. While we would also have a summary of what is entering each of the markets and the share it has within the overall set of the account. At a particular level, we can see trends, we can see sales peaks, seasonalities, take a higher time range, for example, to be able to see how our account is evolving and to be able to monitor the growth of each of the markets where we are selling. At the bottom of the following graph, we find sales per ads. Here we basically monitor the percentage of total revenue. Out of our 84,000, 30% comes from advertising. We monitor both the source and content of ads, and not only do we monitor what comes from advertising and what doesn't, but if we had different types of ads enabled, both sponsored product, a sponsored branch, a sponsored display, we could know what is the amount of revenue we have, what is the percentage that occupies each of them with respect to organic sales. This information, we can show it at a percentage level, or we can also show it at a total revenue level, where we could see the organic result, the sponsored product, branch and display result. See if everything we are doing at the advertising level is also helping to rank our product, the most powerful keywords, and if this is also being reflected in the increase of organic sales in the medium term. We have these two charts here in which we give information on both revenue, which would be sales, and units in the logistics variables. If in the seller account we are selling both in FBA and own logistics, FBM, we could see a breakdown of what we generate in each of the two types of logistics, and at the level of revenue of and at the unit level. This is interesting because actually from here we can also get the average ticket of our customer, know what is the average ticket of purchase that our potential customer has, and be able to define if the average ticket is the right one for our customer, and be able to define if the average ticket is higher in FBA or if it is higher in FBM logistics itself. Then later we have these two graphs here. First of all, the BSLR rank. The BSLR rank measures the position that we occupy in each of the markets at the ranking level. Let's make it much easier. Epinium gives a position to each of the references or ASINs of each market individually, and the position is basically the position it has at the catalog level. And at the macroeconomic level, you can also see the position that you have at the account level in all the markets on the day and in the period that you have selected at the top, and then the position it has at the end of the period. So the objective is that we will be ranking and that we will be having a position close to 1. In this case, some market is being depositioned. It is surely affecting very negatively, but we can also see that even if we go into a little more detail, all the other markets are still ranking well. Tacos graph. Tacos easily measures the advertising investment and the total advertising cost against the total revenue generated in the account, either by organic or by advertising. From here comes the total ACOS. Basically, we take into account the total revenue. So here we can see an X-ray of what we invest in advertising. Compared to the total revenue generated in the account, this means that out of the 84,000 that we have seen previously that we have earned, 7% has been allocated to advertising. And it is interesting because we can also see tacos trends on a daily basis. At a daily level, here we can see that surely it was left without this, and therefore it was not shown in the campaigns, directly reactivated. And there was a day in which there was a shot of advertising investment that did not convert into sales, neither in an organic way nor in an advertising way. And basically all this information is very useful to know how healthy our account is. Here we would have different performance graphs, especially with respect to the behavior of the user and our product. Firstly, sessions. It measures the volume of sessions that our detail pages, our listings, our product pages have. And here we can also check a little bit of trends. If we are improving the organic positioning, it means that we will have more visibility, more volume of sessions, and therefore more options to convert into sales. And we can also see seasonalities of our sessions. It is very useful because here, directly at a glance, we can see all the sessions. Both those that come from paid and those that come from organic. And on the right, we can see the conversion rate of these sessions, because here we see that 141% of users who access these detailed pages just converted. Maybe they are also clues if we see a negative trend or a downward trend in the conversion rate to give it a turn at the content level. Because when they enter these detailed pages, the user does not quite understand maybe the product, or there is a leakage point in our product cards that can be the sponsored parts that we are leaving all the traffic we have. The conversion rate may vary by category, but we can improve it by addressing detected needs through content improvements. To cover those needs that we can detect, for example, in competitors, negative reviews, translate them into positive in our listings in order to give reasons, arguments to persuade the buyer. And this information is very useful to know if we are in good dynamics. In this section here is an audit of the seller account or integrated seller accounts, in which we do catalog audit. In terms of retail readiness, we rely on Amazon's criteria called retail readiness. To improve the SEO of the product sheets, and each of the products must exceed a minimum standard of characters in titles, bullet points, images, HD images. Descriptions, search terms. We also inform if we do not have the buy box to be able to detect it quickly both in B2B and B2C. Products that are out of stock, that do not have plus content, that are not active on Amazon, or even those that are deleted. Until we get here, or for example to Epinium, we cannot realize that we have a revenue leakage that is due to products that we have been suppressed by Amazon. With this, one of the most advantageous parts is that you can click on these products to improve, and clicking here would redirect us directly to the product sheets so that we could optimize them.